Zombie apocalypse. A sunny morning at the Pig family house looked normal, but something was wrong with this day. Peppa woke up and stretched in her little bed. Her eyes became strange and cloudy. George was playing with his dinosaur in his room. The toy fell and he growled instead of crying. Mummy Pig was making breakfast in the kitchen as usual. Her movements became slow and clumsy. Daddy Pig was reading his newspaper in the living room. The newspaper was covered with strange dark spots. Grandpa Pig was working in the garden this morning. The flowers around him began to wither and blacken. Susie Sheep came to visit Peppa for a play date. She noticed something was wrong with her friend. Their eyes glowed with a strange greenish light. Madame Gazelle tried to teach her class at school. The pupils looked at her with hungry eyes. The family had dinner at the table in silence. Nobody said a single word during the meal. Night fell on the little town faster than usual. The moon shone with cold and frightening light. All the houses were plunged into ominous darkness. Only silhouettes moved behind the windows slowly. In the morning, the town looked completely different. The streets were empty and covered with fog. Peppa came out of the house with empty eyes. She walked slowly along the familiar path. Other characters joined her silently and quietly. They all moved in the same direction together. The group of zombie characters reached the town center. They stopped and looked up at the sky. Everywhere you can see only zombie character silhouettes. Silence. The end of the dark Peppa story. Getting to know a zombie pig. The Pig family house stands in fog. Windows glow green. Something terrible is happening in Peppa's house. Zombie Peppa slowly walks down the stairs. Eyes burn yellow. Peppa is hungry and looking for fresh meat. Zombie George sits in the corner. Toys scattered everywhere. Little George no longer plays with dinosaurs. Zombie Mummy cooks in the kitchen, something suspicious in pot. Mummy's lunch today is especially meaty and raw. Zombie Daddy reads newspaper upside down. Drool drips. Daddy forgot how to read after transformation. Zombie Grandpa rocks in chair. Floorboard creaks. Grandpa only remembers the smell of living flesh. Zombie Susie knocks on door. Hands tremble. Susie came to play but looks very strange. Zombie family at the table, food moves. Family dinner turned into nightmarish feast. Zombie Peppa goes to school, drags feet. At school today, there's lesson on eating. Zombie Madame Gazelle teaches class. Bored, stained. Teacher teaches children to bite and growl properly. Zombie children play on playground. Swings creak. Games became much scarier than before. Zombie Pedro falls in puddle. Green splashes. Pedro no longer fears dirt, only living ones. Zombie Danny barks at moon. Howls long. Puppy Danny became real monster of night. Zombie Emily stomps heavily. Ground shakes. Elephant Emily now scares all neighbors. Zombie Freddy hides in bushes. Eyes glow. Fox Freddy hunts for fresh prey. All zombies gather together. Growl in chorus. Town turned into place of pure horror. Sun sets behind horizon. Darkness approaches. Night belongs to hungry zombie monsters forever. Peppa's Mirror World. A normal, sunny day at the Pig family house. Peppa plays in her room with her favorite doll. What a lovely day for playing. Peppa approaches an old mirror in the corner of her room. Something strange flickers in the reflection. Mummy, there's someone in the mirror. Mummy Pig walks up the stairs, her footsteps echoing through the house. Peppa, it's just your imagination, dear. The mirror begins to glow with a greenish light. Peppa reaches her hand toward the glass. It feels so warm and strange. Peppa's hand passes through the mirror like water. She takes a step forward. Oh, I can walk right through. Peppa finds herself in exactly the same house, but everything here looks dark and frightening. Where am I? Why is it so dark here? A creature that looks like Mummy Pig slowly climbs the stairs, but with green skin and empty eyes. Peppa, my dear, you're finally home. Zombie Mummy Pig reaches out her rotting hands toward the frightened Peppa. Mummy, what happened to you? Zombie Daddy Pig emerges from the kitchen, dragging his leg and making horrible sounds. Peppa, we've been waiting for you so long. Little zombie George crawls on the floor, his toy dinosaur torn in half. Dinosaur, broken, like everything else. Peppa tries to run away, but the door is locked. Silhouettes of other zombie friends are visible in the windows. Help, someone, please help me! Zombie Susie Sheep scratches the window glass with her claws from outside. Peppa, come out to play, forever. Zombie Grandpa Pig comes down from the attic, his beard covered with cobwebs and dirt. Granddaughter, we have special games. All the zombie relatives surround Peppa in the living room, their eyes glowing in the darkness. Stay with us. Become one of us. Peppa notices that the mirror in this world is also glowing. She rushes toward it. I must get back home. The zombies grab Peppa's dress, but she breaks free and jumps into the mirror. Let me go. I want my real family. Peppa falls back into her room. The mirror cracks and becomes ordinary. Mummy, Daddy, I'm so happy to see you. The real family hugs Peppa, but green eyes flicker in the broken mirror. We'll always be waiting for you, Peppa. Peppa never approaches mirrors again, but sometimes hears whispers from behind the glass. They're still there, and they remember me. The next day, Peppa tells Susie about her adventure, but she doesn't believe her. It was just a scary dream, Peppa. But when Susie looks in a shop window, her zombie double appears in the reflection. Susie, time to switch places. The living mirror. Zombie Peppa is playing with rotten toys. Oh, what's that shiny thing? Zombie Mummy is cooking spoiled meat. Peppa, come here quickly. Zombie Peppa walks down the stairs. Mummy, I found something strange. Zombie Mummy turns with empty eyes. Show me, my dear dead daughter. Zombie Peppa pulls out an old mirror. Look, Mummy, it's shiny. Zombie Mummy comes closer. Be careful, Peppa, it's dangerous. Zombie Peppa looks into the mirror. Hey, who is that pink creature? Zombie Mummy peeks in. Oh no, there's a living pig inside. Zombie Daddy limps in. What's happening? Why are you screaming? Zombie Peppa shows the mirror. Daddy, there are living beings inside. Zombie Daddy looks and collapses. Oh my, they're healthy. Zombie George crawls on the floor. What's going on? Why is everyone scared? Zombie Peppa turns the mirror away. George, don't look. It's terrifying. Zombie George sees a living boy. Dinosaur, I'm alive. Zombie Grandpa hobbles in with a cane. Kids, what's all the noise? Zombie Peppa hides the mirror. Grandpa, we found a cursed mirror. Zombie Susie climbs in through the window. Peppa, let's play. Zombie Peppa shows the mirror. Susie, look at the nightmare. Zombie Susie sees a white sheep. Bah, a living sheep. Horrible. All the zombies gather, trembling. What should we do with this thing? Zombie Mummy grabs a hammer. Let's smash the cursed mirror forever. Zombie Peppa stops her. Wait! What if the living ones escape? Zombie Daddy covers the mirror with a cloth. Let's hide it in the attic forever. They all leave. The mirror glows. A child's laughter echoes from inside. The entire pig family was frightened by the living laughter, and when they went to sleep, a painting of the living pig family appeared on the wall.